Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Well, it's been months since the city of Springfield and Greene County issued a stay-at-home order in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Local colleges and universities called off in-person classes back in mid-March. Missouri State University President Clif Smart joins us now to give an update on MSU's response to COVID-19. President Smart, thank you so much for being here today.
Happy to do it, Sarah.
All right, so I understand the student life on campus is going to look a little bit different this fall. MSU has made that decision to scale back resident hall occupancy and add more private rooms. What went into that decision?
Well, I would first say, Sarah, that, our goal is to have as normal a fall as we can have. We expect to have fall sports. We expect to have intramurals, we'll have seated classes, we'll have residence hall housing, but we know that things can't be exactly the same, and we need to take some extra precautions, and we know that probably a third of our staff, from surveying them, are very nervous about the coronavirus and the potential impact were they to get that. We know students and families are worried as well. And so, one of the best ways to manage and to limit the impact of the virus is through social distancing, spread people out, give people the opportunity to live in without a roommate, without another person. And so that's a piece of the idea in terms of the housing plans. We're going to give people more time to move in. We're going to give them more options. We're keeping one residence hall completely empty in case we need to isolate folks that contract the virus. And so we'll be doing some things differently while working very hard to provide meaningful and safe college semester this fall.
Absolutely. Yesterday, Governor Mike Parson announced that he'll lift his statewide social distancing order on Tuesday. How is this going to impact the changes that have been made on campus?
Probably not at all. I think the virus is still here. We engage with the Greene County Health Director here. We engage with the two hospital administrators. I was on a call today with Brian Hainline at the NCAA. The virus is still here. It's not going away this fall. The best ways to manage that and prevent the spread are social distancing, cleaning procedures, and where you can't social distance, to have people masked. And so every university is going to be working on these same guidelines. And so the fact that the government tells us we can't do things or we can do things, we've got to do our best judgment on how to best protect our own employees and provide a good experience for our students.
So are you particularly concerned about an uptick in cases this fall?
I think our local experts expect kind of ebb and flow. They don't expect the sunny weather to make it all go away. I don't think they expect a giant second wave in November or December. I think the most likely scenario is we'll have kind of small peaks, small waves. And so we just have to be prepared to manage through that. And so that means some things just have to change.
And you mentioned new procedures, cleaning, visitors, and social distancing. So what are some of those new procedures or, new cleaning protocols, new visitors, guidance kind of stuff? Like what does that look like?
Yeah, so for example, no overnight visitors in the residence halls for this year. That's one example. Move-in will be no bear crew to help people move in as quickly as they can. People will be staggered in, and their families will have to move them in. We'll have to manage that specifically through a central location. In terms of classes, it means a longer day. Classes are spread out. We've tried to break up major classes, so maybe half's in one room, half's in another, and the faculty member alternates between the two rooms and we'll Zoom it to one room, just like we're doing today. I think it means things like Bearfest Village before football games will be spread out over a bigger area of campus. I think, I think it just means we'll be limiting the numbers of people that can be in rooms. We'll have more hybrid classes, blended classes, and so lots of different pieces of trying to work on that. We've set up a different custodial schedule so that at least 3 times a day classrooms will be cleaned with industrial level cleaner, and we'll take breaks during the day to make sure that can happen. We'll have some areas, some classrooms where students will be required to wear masks. Not every place on campus, but where there are lots of students in a room, that's the best way to prevent the spread of the virus. So lots of different pieces to it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, President Smart, for being here with us today.